image TV. A type of image, in case you don't know what it is about honoring God's treasure that has been deposited in people and in circumstances around us. I try to look for the good in people and circumstances, things that honor the gifts and the grace that God has given us. Conversely, I also talk about things that are damaging to us as a people, Black people in particular, damaging to women, to men. Today, what I'm going to be discussing is a type of image that I think has destroyed or is in the process of destroying a particular demographic, which I belong to. I'm a woman, obviously, and I am Black. So what I would like to do is get my microphone straight for one thing. I don't know if I really need a microphone, but I've got this new product, DJI, that I'm trying out. So I'm going to see if this is going to work out for me. Either way, we're just going to keep moving forward. I am a novice at making videos, so please forgive that if you can. And we're just going to continue to move forward. So what I want to talk about today is the beating that Black women's image has taken over the course. We'll just start with this year. I mean, it's always been problematic the way Black women have been portrayed in media. But this year, we'll just start with this year. You know, the year started off on the wrong foot. I mean, in January, in celebration of Dr. King's Day, the Black Lives Matter movement gave us a twerking event, you know, that was supposed to be a declaration of, I believe it was freedom and healing. And what it was, there was a woman, a Black woman, just twerking her way across DC landmarks, and it was disgraceful. I'm like, you know, after all of these years, hundreds of years of being subjugated, and this is the way that you, reclaim freedom and healing? No. Totally missed the mark on that one. As a matter of fact, it was an insult. And who was behind it? I don't know, but it was very wicked and it was destructive to our image. I want to say, as far as, you know, the first quarter of 2021, it has been a failure in terms of what's been put out there in the name of our image. I mean, of course, we started with the twerking contest. Well, it wasn't a contest, it was an event in January, of course. And then we got the Grammys. Okay, so the Grammys was a whole mess, a complete hot mess. Okay, we have two rappers. Cardi B, I don't know if she's Black. I think she's Hispanic, but I think she identifies as Black. So we have her, and we have Megan Thee Stallion. Oh my gosh. I mean, there was so much there's so much to just deconstruct that I am just about speechless. So this might be a multiple part video. First of all, the video was broadcast on network TV by CBS, The Eye, and and it was a problem. I mean, this is April of 2021. Since the broadcast, I think it was held back March of this year on the 24th or something like that, of this year. And the FCC has received, I want to say, over 1,000 complaints about the broadcast to this day, and they're still climbing. And I know Cardi B she clapped back at the protests and the complaints, saying that, parents, grown parents, something to the effect, grown parents, you're the ones, you're responsible for your children. I wish I could find an exact quote, but that's a little disingenuous, because we know that video is going to live on and on and on and on YouTube and maybe other streaming services. So generations will have access to that information. I was looking at my notes and just trying to find her exact quote. I've got so much. This is how much information that I have to go through. So that's why I say it's going to be multiple videos. So, all right. So there were complaints. And why were there complaints? Because what they essentially did was, those two rappers, they put on a porn show. That's what it was. Soft porn, I guess. and the definition of porn obviously is loosening, because again, it was shown on network TV. I think it was broadcast about 10 o'clock on the East Coast, maybe 10:30, which would have put it maybe prime time on the West Coast if it was broadcast live. So that means young children and even teenagers would have had access to the live broadcast. But anybody with a phone, whether they saw that broadcast or not, we're talking about it. I'm talking about it, which will still give it currency, will still give it legs. But in this case, I want people to think about what's being put out there in the name of entertainment and what it actually is. I mean, there were some wicked things. There were some scary things in that performance that I think you need to know about. And I'll talk about that a little bit later on. But what I saw were two young women and other women who are used by an industry. I don't want to come across as, it's going to be that way anyway, but my intent really is not to try to destroy Cardi B and her work, and Megan Thee Stallion and their work. I mean, it's the devil's work, okay, that they happen to be doing. So, in essence, I guess that's what I'm doing. But my intent is not to crush another human being, because they are children of God if they want to serve Him. Right now, they're serving the enemy. They're serving Satan, because the performance was definitely demonic. Did you not see the demonic figures that were seducing Cardi? I mean, you need to take a look at that. That had meaning beyond just a dance. So I'm just going to get to this. My notes are so full. And again, I am a novice at making videos, so I'm not polished. But if you just bear with me, I will try to get through it. So here we are. We're in the second quarter. And so we have to deal with what Cardi B and Megan Thee Stallion put out there in the world. Again, it wasn't just a performance, a music performance. There's currency, in my opinion, to music. Music carries something, and whoever the corporations are, or the people in these boardrooms who are making these decisions for her or for these female rappers to put out hypersexual imagery, it's not helping us. It's maybe enriching a few people, but the ones making all the money, for now, are the corporations and the individuals behind them who are directing them and telling them to do these things. So that's the real question. Again, I believe music is like a current, and you can ride a wave. A person can ride a wave to a particular destination. With music, I believe there are things that you can put in music and on music and ride that for a specific purpose. And I think music, to a certain degree, does that. I watched the video probably 3 times, only to, I was not entertained. I was appalled. Now, I don't want you to think I am a prude. I am not. I'm a woman, single woman. I was a single parent. My children are grown now. So, I'm not trying to say I've lived a life of perfection and I've just been so polished and so holy and so sanctified. No, God saved me and delivered me and just showed me, the error of my ways. And thank God, thank goodness I took heed to the warnings, because I think I would be dead by now had I not given my life to God and, allowed Jesus into my heart. And the Holy Spirit has worked with me. He has taught me and has guided me, and God has reprimanded me and corrected me, and it